already part of the investigation.
You're already in.
Yeah.
Okay, you're already in.
Okay.
So I'm going to show you how to get to there.
Yeah.
You want to go links, go HTTP maps for the club,
Okay.
and then the club of notes. Okay? And then it's already preloaded, so I did preload it into your computer.
Oh, you did? Thank you so much. I didn't know you did. I didn't know the password was. Okay.
Oops. Wait, hold on. Okay, so we're going to mirror the screen here. That's what it is.
So this is, okay. Bing.
Can you go from there?
Yeah, so you just put me on to my destinations, my,
Store reservation,
Yeah.
online reservations. You can do time find reservations. So that's right. Yeah.
okay, you're the last thing.
You get it from there?
Yes.
All right. Text me if you need anything.
Okay, thank you so much, David.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you, thank you.
All right, so David, what I would say is this, because I went and I did some little bit of research on you and your account. So this is what I was able to print out, so let's just verify that that's all correct with your login.
Okay,
We can get your account.
I
So,
know Wi-Fi is not ringing it up for some reason.
share my, if you need.
You know, the Wi-Fi is something else.
Yeah, sometimes I know. Or if you need a hotspot or something.
Someone else has their phone. You know it's there because I know it. Let's see if I can get this one. There we go. We got the account information. So 9,280 points.
Part of this, and then it shows that your, does it say your HOA is there?
Like, where's it located? Or-
Your, what is your total maintenance fee per year?
Sewer rental or home renovations fund.
And how much is your maintenance fee there?
So they say they kept it the same. They just upgraded the club and the host a little bit.
Okay.
2001.
Okay, so what I'm showing you here is this. This is a dummy account, and this is on the Trust Point side. So this is how it works. When Diamond Resorts was acquired by HGV, Hilton Grand Vacations, they wrote a check for 1.4 billion because what they were after was the West Coast property. The reason being that Hilton members used to come when I worked in Maui, they were spending $8,000 to $10,000 by renting from Marriott or Westin or Sheraton Black Rock because they're like, it's holiday time, it's whale season, there's no Hilton. We have to rent. And then same as in Hawaii when they're going to the Maryland or when they're going to Molokai or Lanai. So by doing this acquisition, what happened was it opened up the doors for Sedona, for Lake Tahoe, for the other outer islands in Hawaii that the Hilton Grand Vacation owners didn't have access to. Now, this is what I always recommend to people. When you are on the side of Hilton Grand Vacations and you're joining the new company called HGV Max, you are to join from the formerly known as Diamond, now called Hilton Club. You are to do your purchase here. Why? Because that gives you priority to all of their locations. The way that Hilton does it is you pick a place and like your priority is in Orlando, right? With your need. Even if you never go to Orlando, you can use your points at other properties. Here, what they do is they have a collection. So when you have your points on this side here, it's not just one location, but it's multiple states and multiple locations where you have your priority. So if someone like you currently, who is trying to look for something more short notice, like under 60 days, it sounds like they're booking a month or month and a half out, this side will actually suit you better because of the fact that they have more locations, more drive-to locations, and by having more properties spread out in different locations, they have a lot of those special deals, like even 70% off. And their range is 59 days or less, which I was listening to you and saying, oh, a month and a half out, that's exactly perfect for you, you know.
Whether they signed that last year or the other day.
And I'm not gonna say, because I was not there in Vegas, and I don't know if there was just a lack of training. There's different ways to lie. There's one by misrepresentation, one is by omission. I can't speak for that. Was it a gentleman that helped you in Vegas? I can't speak for them. All I know is that when someone comes here, and because I'm thoroughly trained and vetted on both sides, I kind of listened to how they would use it and where they would go with it. It made no sense to me unless you walked in there and said, I don't pay more money, I want the smallest thing, the least thing, how can I join? But then guess what? You know how they say you get what you pay for? That wouldn't necessarily help you in the long run because you were just buying more of Florida Beach. It wasn't getting you access to all these other properties. So when my spidey senses started speaking the minute you said a lot of them aren't available yet. They're all available. So the minute you say you can't see them, they're not available yet, that's because you don't have access to the website. Because you have a Hilton Grand Vacation, and what you did was you just upgraded within that same thing.
They told me I upgraded to the max, but I didn't.
You did upgrade to Max. However, when you upgrade to Max, there's two ways to do it. Either you can buy whatever you're buying on this side or upgrade what you currently have. Each side has that option to do so. So when you upgraded what you had, that just made your same priority that you have the 12-month booking window in Florida, and it does give you access to the other ones when they have extra inventory or a cancellation or they decide to put inventory into the system. So if you are purchasing from that side and you have a 13-month priority booking window and then you have even better deals that are 59 days out and it's like 75% off, then what happens is you have a lot more choices, a lot more inventory. So for that reason, like what I'm showing you here, this is the actual website. I had to come in this long mail because I never logged into this computer. So you see it says special offers and all that. There's different ways. You can look by resort, you can look by a time frame, and then it shows you because you actually have this many points. So it shows you even on the side of Hilton how your programs can have a lot more value and a lot more flexibility. So this is showing that we have a 2-bedroom plus or 1-bedroom. I know you say we didn't say Kingsland, but that's the flagship property on this resort here. Here's Ocean Tower, and this is from 3840. So if I go like this, so this is what's available right now. You know, this one goes over for 2-bedroom, penthouse for your ocean. Let's just click on this one, pretend what it looks like, right? And that's just giving you a synopsis. Sounds like that's what you would be in, right? Is that what you're in right now? Okay.
It's not truly a penthouse either. There's penthouse will be on the top floor, we're on the 6th floor, so.
That's weird. Why are they calling it penthouse?
I don't know.
It's very strange. Are you sure you got the penthouse then when they?
I don't.
That's weird, right? Penthouse means. floor is the tallest floor there.
Right. Two-bedroom penthouse, it's not a penthouse, it's on the 6th floor.
Yeah, 2,000 points. Yes.
It's not a
I didn't see that on there, you're right. That's right. So this is showing you again, how many points, this is just a Denby Council has 14,000 points here, and then it shows you the places that you can go. Now, for example, Point of Poipu isn't one of the choices that you have on your side because the Point of Poipu is coming from the side of Down Resorts, right? This is in Kauai. So if you wanted to go there, it's showing you all the different inventory that they have here. Like this. I cannot believe it's almost September. Isn't that crazy? It's like a year to start. Okay. So you would need 10,000 points there to stay in the partial ocean view with 6 people. So again, and what it does is it opens up all of these different resorts to you that you can't see on your.
They told me I was gonna get that when I upgraded.
Yeah, so it's kind of like when someone joins, like this morning, this is what I had. I had a guy who purchased and they said, oh, now you can go to these Hilton properties. And they said, I can't even see that on my website. So it's not that you can't see on the website. What you did was you bought more of what you already had. And so that didn't diversify your portfolio. So you only get slim pickings. You only get to see it when like a marketing package or someone canceled at the last minute and they put it in. It's not something you have full access to. Similarly, this is the website. Because you would have said, it makes no sense to buy more than I already have.
Right.
I want to diversify
That's
and
what
get
I told him.
access. And he was technically right in the sense that it does give you access to it, but in all likelihood, it's like, is it going to be available when I look? Well, how come you can't? When you log on, you're not seeing all this, right? You're not seeing all these options.
No, it doesn't even come up with that. It shows
Yeah.
destinations, and that's it.
Yeah.
The destinations that it shows are just these.
You know,
So it doesn't even when I click on those,
Yeah, it won't show you anything, yeah, because you have to have this website to be able to see that.
it says HGV Max, but
So all that happened was it changed from HGV to HGV Max, but when you are, so like what they taught us is this. So, you know what? This one is actually, Orlando is our corporate headquarters, and it used to be actually out of Las Vegas, Nevada. So what they did was they taught us how to best get use out of this program. So the best way to use it is when you diversify your portfolio, you have to have skin in the game on both sides. So this is what I mean by that. Just gotta get this little photo to show you. Alright, so this is what, this is from yesterday, I guess, and I like to use this. Number one, I'm on Killing Tree, and number two, you can see exactly what I'm talking about. This couple that I had 22,400 points at the Tuscany Resort, right, which is in Orlando as well. So they had their D with HGV. However, they had 0 here on this side of Hilton Vacation Club, otherwise known as Diamond Resorts, but then they changed the name of Diamond, so now it's called the club. So when you log in, so when they're logging in, they could only see the Hilton side, and what they upgraded in Florida at the Tuscany is 22.4. They had nothing here. So what I helped them do was this. I said, as a Hilton Grand Vacation member, you already have access to RCI, and you already have your Hilton Honors VIP status. But now, by purchasing something from the other side, which is the Diamond Resorts, now called the club, as you can see, there's different lines here. It's like a little flow chart. All of them fall under the umbrella of HG Max because this is the parent company. This one I don't talk about because that's like literally buying a house, $700,000 house from Hilton, so you can just travel wherever you want. Your penthouse awaits you. But most people, when they're coming here, they're already either owners on the needed Hilton side or from this side here. So whatever you have, you are to buy the opposite. There's an expression that says never have all your eggs in one basket, right? You have to diversify. So if someone already has this, like you actually have only this, I would say, let's pretend you didn't do that transaction, right? You just walked in and were just hearing about this. My recommendation to you would be, you already have your 9,200 points here. You buy something here on this side. Doesn't have to be equal. Doesn't mean it will be equal, but you have to have skin in the game on both sides. So when you diversify your portfolio, then you have leverage and you have access to both websites. Because sometimes the place you want to go is not Kohala Suites. It's going to be here. Or you want to go.
Do the points go between both of them?
Yeah, so how it would work is this, exactly, excellent question. You already have RCI, now they're gonna add the extra 110 countries and 4,500 locations with the DEX program. And then what will happen is, then your points, so let's pretend that you have, you're this guy with the 22,000, right? And then you bought the 8,500. Now, all of your points are recognized under the umbrella of HGV Max. So you'll still have your 12-month priority booking window in Orlando, just like they do, because that's where their deed is. But then it opens up all of these extra points that you have as a priority. And let's say you ever needed more points here, you can borrow from this side. Let's say you need points to complete a reservation here, you can borrow from this side. So if I had 8,500 and 22,400, that is what you have as a total, but you can use all of your points interchangeably. So then what happens is for you, because you kind of book 6 months or less, you said, right?
Usually.
That's what you typically do. And this might all change once you retire from your job. Then you might book something a year out. But let's just talk about right now, because I want this to work for you as of today. So let's just say you have, how many more years to retire?
Probably 12.
Oh, I was gonna say 8. Okay, so good guess. You said 12. So let's say you work your 12 years, and you say, so right now I have to book everything 6 months or less, sometimes even 1 month or less. Keep doing it. How it works is all of your points you can use less than 6 month mark and book wherever you'd like to go. So now you have 154 properties, you have 1.2 billion hotels. As you know, the points you have in Hilton Honors never expired. But for you, my recommendation is never switch your points into Hilton Honors because you already earn yours by traveling. Most families do that. Don't do that because it's 1 for 16. Earn yours on the American Express card, pay your maintenance fee with it, use it for your travel when you get all the extra points, but you definitely have to. And you'll find this out as you go. You'll be like, wait, I did that upgrade just so I could get access to the site, and I'm not even seeing them, let alone the calendar and see what size. Like for example, this one here, Point Point shows you, what are the different choices of 8,700 points. You don't, you would have absolutely have enough whatever purchase you do here, because then you'll be able to use all of these together at the 6 month or less mark, which kind of is perfect for you because that's your booking, And you just happened to say that, and I was like, oh my god, it's perfect. This is gonna work out perfectly. And that's what I wanted to confirm. When I come back to this table and I ask for your ID, I want to see one thing on the Hilton side, which is your deed, and then one thing in my hand on this side, which is your trust point. So I can see, okay, this is how it's going to work. Let me give you some tips, tricks, where you want to go. Let's do a mock first. But we can't because all your points are on this side. So when you upgraded, they did give you back the trade value. I think you added the 10,000 on this side, right? And it says you did it on June the 28th of 2022. Does that sound correct? So that's my advice to you. I would not have done. And because you used up your grandfathering window, I don't know if you remember if that was the exact version that they used for you, but that's exactly what it's called. It's called the grandfathering window, and it was offered last year. And it started on January the 14th of 2022, so this is the Hilton grandfathering window, and it ended on October the 5th. So this is what we have printed as of 3:20 p.m. So when your grandfathering window that was available here, you obviously used it. What an amazing deal you got. You spent your money, you spent 10,000 and you got to buy the extra points, right? But what I would have recommended, of course, hindsight is 2020, is you don't buy more which you already have, you buy the other side, so then you get access to their website and then you can book. So you can book 13 months out, but for someone like you, you can do 6 months out, you can do short notice, and you get really, really special deals, 59 days or less. So I hate to rub salt in your face, but I had someone earlier in the week, and they spent a fraction of the amount of points that you spent on this trip, because I can even see what you have, used up for this vacation, because they were going from this side here, from the side of the club. So for you, when you do have a completely diversified portfolio, you have a dual membership, look at both sides. Because sometimes we have these specials and promotions here that you can't see as a Orlando deeded guy, but you can see here and you'll be like, oh my god, it's a way better deal. Or I didn't need to have the construction, the side of the 2-bedroom, which is really not even a penthouse. If on the 6th floor, I would have been better here. I would have done 2 rooms for $3,000 each and had a true ocean view kind of deal. So this is just showing you. These are the locations. All I did was I went up here and I just typed in the word Hawaii. What I did here, I was in Hawaii and I just hit find, and then this shows up everything that's available at the different destinations in Hawaii. So you can see Kingston, so you can see the Hilton side and the Diamond side here. So it's giving you access to the properties, like the Kanapali Beach. This is where Angel just came from. It shows you all the different sizes that they have available there. And honestly, it looks 6,500 points per week. And you're actually closer to the monk seals and the spinner dolphins and the humpback whales than even to that palm tree. Right? How close at Kalapai Beach Club. It's like a stone's throw, right? From
Crazy.
it's insane. You're like steps away from the beach there. Here I live at one you should go and have a beach. And of course everywhere is free parking, except for the one building which I don't know, did you rent a car or did you, yes, every one of these properties at Kalapai Beach, but they all have free parking. There's no one going down in the they're all set up as a condo. So one thing that did bother me though, when whoever told you this, that, oh, they're not available right now, they are. There's a live inventory on the website, and it shows you they're available. It's just that the person probably wanted, well, he didn't have access to it, so it's easier to say, oh, there's no availability. This is what it's just a need. Why I said, so one of the advantages of joining from this side when you get access to the website is sometimes you want to go somewhere, there's a window there, or a Marriott, or a Worldmark in some remote place, but you're like, there's no Hilton there. But now you can go to all those using your combined points, as you can see, right? Because it doesn't mean that just because you're part of the Hilton side that sometimes for every vacation you might have to go to another place, and then you're able to do that without having to go through a lot of party and to pay extra pocket fees or all that. All of it. And then here in the margin it'll show you. For 8, 6, size. So it opens a ton of properties. So what basically this acquisition was about, I likened it to the Reese's peanut butter. You have the chocolate on the side, you have the peanut butter on the side, you have a marriage of two perfect entities. That's why they came all under the bridge of AGE Max. And when you do it, you have to have the dual membership just to make this program work. Because sometimes you want to go somewhere and it's like, oh, they only have a Lawrence Welk or a Wyndham, or I don't know, are you a golfer? No?
No, just-
So, you know, you don't travel with clubs, right? Nothing like that.
No.
But a lot of times that's what happens. So now you've covered all of your bases, and that's what I would recommend to you. So what I'm gonna do is this. Your grandfathering window, you already used it last year during the promotional period, but I kind of think, correct me if I'm wrong, that if you came to one of these presentations, you got to see both apples to apples side by side, I don't think that you would have just upgraded what you already had. I think you would have diversified.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised
Yeah.
because I spent money for something I didn't really need. I had to already go on the properties that I got access to,
Right.
which is not the case now.
So that's why what I'm gonna do is, with your permission, if you already used it, everyone had one chance to do it, it's like an IPO kind of deal. You already used it, but had you known or seen this website, you definitely would have said, no, I think I'll put my money in what I don't have, so I get access to both websites and to both inventory. So I'm gonna see if I can reinstate that because the cost is way higher, it's too high. Just because of the fact that the grandfather window has been closed, right, October 5th. So I'm gonna look into that for you. So if you are interested in doing it, jump at it because of the fact that later on in time you probably will, and you're not always gonna be a 6-month or 1 month out guy. Sometimes you will plan it and wanna go and maybe for an anniversary or something like that. So it's nice to know you have a 13-month priority, but you can book as far out as or as close to the time of going as. That'll just open up all these more, vacations for you. So I'm gonna go work on that. While I do that, take this keyboard and you can type in here